Did you know that there are some surprising mistakes that narcissists make? Yeah, they actually make some mistakes and they're shocking. And I'm going to tell you what they are. I'm going to give you 5 of them in this video, so you will not want to miss this one. In fact, you're going to want to watch all the way till the end. Hey, I'm Rebecca Zung. I'm a narcissist negotiation expert. I'm also an attorney and I've seen it all. So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 really surprising mistakes that narcissists make. They think they're all that, but I've seen it all. I've seen it all in mediations and negotiations. I've been recognized as one of the top attorneys. I've been recognized by U.S. News and World Report as one of the top attorneys in the country. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you do that now. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. I am here every day giving you free information because I want you to have the best information to be able to go on the offensive. I want you to be able to have the powerful tools in your hands that you need, because I've seen what narcissists do. I've seen the stealthy little tricks that they pull on people, and I'm tired of it. Aren't you tired of it? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of feeling like we are at their mercy, and I don't want you to be at their mercy anymore. I want to rise up. We are actually the more powerful ones. They're in the minority, we're at the majority, and yet they're ruling the world. It's like terrorist tactics, right? It shouldn't be that way anymore. Instead of, them ruling the world and controlling us, we should be the ones controlling them from now on. I also do have a freebie for you, which is at crushmydeal.com. It's a free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet, which you can grab, and it's a free ebook. Make sure you get that if you are negotiating with narcissists. I want you to have that. It's my free gift to you. So let's go into surprising mistakes that narcissists make. 5 of them. You're going to want to watch all the way to the end because I'm going to give you 5 super juicy nuggets right here. Okay. One of the things that they do is they underestimate people. Since they've been conditioning you from the beginning, love bombing you, charming you, sometimes even charming your pants off, literally. I mean, let's be honest. Of course, that's what they do to some of you. They underestimate you. They think that you're always going to be there. And especially for some of us, we think we can do this, we can do this. And we stick by them no matter what. We're empathic. We can love them better. We can love them more, and so we stick in. And so they think, oh, we're always going to be there. We're always going to be there. But they underestimate. Sometimes they think that's always going to be. And sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes, many times, those of you who've gotten my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet and have decided to turn this around and become the stronger one, they don't realize things can change and turn around, and they underestimate what happens, and they get shocked when things get turned around. So that's a surprising mistake that they make sometimes. They don't realize that people can change. They underestimate people. That's number 1. Number 2 is they overestimate themselves. They actually don't realize that they can make mistakes themselves sometimes. And then they get caught. I actually did a whole video on this on the movie that Hugh Grant was in. It was called The Undoing of the Narcissist, where he actually became undone because he just kept thinking that everybody was going to believe him, and he just kept stepping it up. And eventually, well, I don't want to give it away too much, but you might want to check out that video if you've seen the series, because I don't want to too much of a spoiler alert. But, they can overestimate themselves sometimes too. And that becomes their undoing. And that becomes your leverage, which is the L in my SLAY methodology: strategy, leverage, anticipate, focus on you being on the offensive. So they overestimate themselves. That's number two. And number three, one big mistake that they make, a surprising mistake that they make, is it's really kind of ridiculous, but they take themselves down to take you down. Actually had this case one time where the client, the opposing client, we'll just say, he was like willing to burn his whole business down, like literally torch it with like lighters and things, like not just figuratively, but literally. Obviously, we stopped him before he was able to actually do that because, he wanted to burn his entire business down in order to stop the wife from having it. It was a joint business. It was like a multi-million-dollar business, but he didn't want her to have it, so he was willing to burn it to the ground. I mean, they'll take themselves down to take you down. It's craziness, but that's a mistake that they'll make. And then, of course, had he done that, the court would have totally persecuted. I mean, it really would have gone against him, but they will do that. So, because, in that particular situation, the court would have valued what the business would have been worth at the time, and he still would have had to pay her out on it. I mean, even though the business wasn't there, they had already filed, so he would have had to pay her out half the value of what the business was worth at the time of the filing. They'll take themselves down to take you down. It's crazy. Number four, they will lie even when they don't need to lie. It's kind of crazy that they will lie even that when they don't need to lie. I've seen it happen all sorts of times with narcissists. And again, this is something that becomes your leverage. So strategy, leverage, anticipate, and focus on you. Just anticipate they're going to lie about things that they don't need to lie about, and then use that as your leverage. Be careful. Have a strategy about when you're going to use your leverage. It all comes back to the SLAY methodology. Use the element of surprise. Be careful about when you're going to present these things. Have power in what you're going to be doing. Be offensive. And then number five, and this is the one that absolutely blows my mind, because I've seen this over and over and over again. You've seen this in the news. I mean, we saw this with the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard thing over and over again. It's very mind-blowing, very mind-blowing. This one is they lie about things that are readily verifiable. And I've seen this with narcissists in cases where they'll send an email about something and then they turn right around and file a motion about it that's exactly opposite to what they just sent an email about. They know you have the email that they sent. You can pull out the email and just say, you just said this. If that's not what I meant, or that's what I said. I mean, it's crazy. I would never do that because I would know that you're going to pull out the email that says the thing that I just said that was the opposite of what I just said. I would at least think to myself, well, I know I'm going to look bad if I say this because I just said that. I would at least try to pretend like I said something else. I mean, I would at least try to come up with something that I knew wasn't going to be verified easily, but they lie about things that are readily verifiable that are lies. Crazy to me, but that's what they do. So what happens when you catch a narcissist in a lie? Well, that's the next video that you should definitely watch, because they do all kinds of crazy things when you catch them in a lie. Definitely check out that video. That's the next thing you should watch. But make sure that you have subscribed to this channel first. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you've seen any of these things, I want you to put totally in the comments right now. Just write totally. Totally. I've totally seen this over and over again, right? I know you guys have seen this. What else have you seen? Surprising mistakes that they've made. I want to know. Tell me in the comments surprising mistakes that you guys have seen them make. Grab my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet, 15-page free ebook, crushmydeal.com. Join my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. Make sure you do that also, because you need to get the help and support that you need. And if you don't have access to therapy, I do have a sponsor here, BetterHelp. You can go to betterhelp.com/Rebecca Zung. We get commissions. It doesn't cost you any extra. I just want you to have access to the help and support that you need. Remember that today is a great day to start negotiating your best life. And I'll see you in that next video. What happens when you catch a narcissist in a lie? It ain't pretty, tell you that right now. But in that video, I'm going to tell you what to do about it. So I'll see you over there. I'm Rebecca Zung, and I'll see you in that next video.